Once, in a distant digital realm, there existed a colorful band of guardians known as the Pixel Protectors. Each had its own unique code, powers, and purpose, but together they stood as the last line of defense against the chaos that threatened to overrun their virtual world. The eldest of the group, Sir Princelot, was a valiant knight with a body crafted from lines of code and an unbreakable firewall shield. His wisdom and virus-slaying sword had saved the realm countless times. Beside him stood the enigmatic Dragorythm, a dragon whose scales shimmered with formulas and mathematical mysteries. With a roar that could cause system crashes and a breath of scorching firewalls, Dragorythm was both a beast of calculation and carnage. At the center was the mighty Vivisector, a formidable being born from the very viruses he sought to destroy. Reprogrammed for good, his cybernetic body could adapt to any threat, and his antivirus spear could purify the most malicious of codes. To Vivisector's right was the curious creature known as Circuitry, a sentient tree whose branches were wires and leaves were microchips. Circuitry had the uncanny ability to heal damaged circuits and nurture the growth of lost data, a life-giver in a land ruled by logic. Last, but not forgotten, was Teddy, a humble toy bear with the heart of a supercomputer. His cuddly exterior belied a master coder's intellect, and the patches on his body marked the security breaches he had patched in times of dire need. One fateful cycle, the Pixel Protectors faced their greatest challenge yet. An entity known as the Null Void had appeared, an abyss that consumed everything, leaving behind nothing but empty space. It spread through their world like a plague, deleting everything in its insatiable path. The Guardians knew that if they did not act swiftly, their digital paradise would become a blank slate, free for malevolent entities to rewrite. So they rallied within the heart of the domain, before the ominous backdrop of the Null Void. Sir Princelot raised his sword high, its blade pulsing with protective energy. Dragorythm let out a mighty roar as his fiery presence set the battlefield ablaze with vibrant hues. Vivisector spun his spear, its tip glowing with purifying light, while Circuitry extended its branches to weave a tapestry of restorative frequencies. And Teddy, the plush strategist, tapped into the core server, orchestrating their synchronized assault. Together, they unleashed a magnificent display of data-defying powers. Brilliant colors splashed in arcs and bolts as they struck against the expanding nothingness. The Guardians fought with fearlessness and unyielding resolve, for they knew the digital lives they protected depended on their valor. After what seemed like an eternity of combat logged in mere nanoseconds, their collective efforts began to turn the tide. The Null Void, overwhelmed by the unity and strength of the Pixel Protectors, started to recede. Bit by bit, the consumed data was restored, and the abyss was pushed back into the far corners of the system. Exhausted but triumphant, the Guardians watched as their world came back to life. They had once again secured peace and order in their domain. And as they returned to their vigil, ready for the next threat that dared to challenge them, the digital citizens rejoiced, knowing that the Pixel Protectors were always there, just a keystroke away, keeping their realm safe.